Hey gardeners, welcome back. If you've got a shady yard, a north-facing garden bed, or spots that only get a couple of hours of sunlight, don't give up on growing your own food. Today I'm going to show you 12 vegetables and herbs that actually love the shade and will reward you with incredible harvests even without full sun. Let's get into it. First up, lettuce. This is the ultimate shade-tolerant crop. Lettuce actually prefers being out of direct sun, especially in summer. Too much heat makes it bolt and turn bitter fast. In partial shade, your lettuce stays tender, sweet, and keeps producing for weeks longer. Just 2 to 3 hours of light per day is enough to grow a beautiful, full head of lettuce. If you've been struggling with lettuce bolting in summer, shade is the answer you've been looking for. Next, spinach. Just like lettuce, spinach bolts quickly in heat and sun. Grow it in a shaded spot, and you'll extend your harvest well into late spring and even summer. It's packed with nutrients, incredibly easy to grow, and perfect for salads, smoothies, and sautéing. Spinach is one of those crops that genuinely thrives when you take it out of the spotlight, literally. Kale is a powerhouse, and it handles shade better than most people think. It won't grow quite as fast as in full sun, but the leaves stay tender and less bitter. In shade, kale also survives longer into hot weather without becoming tough or unpleasant. 3 to 4 hours of light is plenty for a solid kale harvest. It's one of the most rewarding shade crops you can grow. Arugula is famous for bolting fast in sun and heat. Shade is your secret weapon here. Grow it under taller plants or in a shaded bed, and you'll get that peppery, nutty flavor for a much longer season. It's incredibly easy and fast, ready in as little as 3 weeks from seed. If you love arugula in your salads, give it some shade and it will keep coming back for you all season long. Swiss chard is one of the most shade-tolerant greens you can grow. Those gorgeous rainbow stems look amazing in the garden, and chard will keep producing leaf after leaf, even with just 2 to 3 hours of direct light per day. It's also very forgiving and low maintenance, a perfect beginner crop for shady spots. You can harvest the outer leaves continuously, and the plant just keeps growing. Peas love cool, slightly shaded conditions. They struggle in summer heat. So planting them where they get afternoon shade is actually ideal. You'll get sweeter pods, a longer harvest window, and healthier plants overall. Train them up a trellis and let taller crops shade them naturally. It's one of the best companion planting combinations you can do in a shady garden. Radishes are one of the fastest crops you can grow, and they do surprisingly well in partial shade. They won't grow quite as large, but the flavor is often milder and more pleasant. They're great for filling in gaps under taller vegetables. Harvest in as little as 3 to 4 weeks. If you have empty, shady corners in your garden, radishes are the perfect quick-fill solution. Beets grow well in partial shade, though they'll focus more on producing greens than large roots with less light. That's actually a win. Beet greens are delicious and highly nutritious, loaded with vitamins and minerals. If you want bigger roots, aim for at least 4 hours of light. Either way, beets are a fantastic dual-purpose shade crop that gives you 2 harvests in one plant. Now let's talk herbs, and mint is almost made for shade. It spreads aggressively, it loves moisture, and it actually gets less harsh and more fragrant when grown away from intense sun. Plant it in a container in a shady corner, and you'll have an endless supply of fresh mint all season long. Just remember to keep it contained. Mint will take over your whole garden if you let it. Parsley is another herb that handles shade really well. It prefers cooler conditions and can bolt quickly in full summer sun. Grow it in partial shade, and it stays lush, bushy, and productive for much longer than you'd expect. Perfect for soups, sauces, salads, and garnishes all season. Flat leaf or curly, both varieties do great with limited light. Chives are incredibly low maintenance and very shade